Yesterday we were doing this trigonometry, right? Do you have any doubt in that? Did you try to solve? No? Then we will continue with the next chapter. No doubt? Didn't solve it seems. So, this next chapter you read on complex number and quadratic equation. Write down complex number. First I will teach you quadratic equation little bit. As the name suggests, quadratic means maximum power of the variable will be 2, right? Maximum power of the variable will be 2. So, if any equation will be of this format, f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, this particular equation is called quadratic equation, right? This equation is called quadratic. Why? Because maximum power of the variable is 2. Right. So, quad means 2, right, power should be 2, next will be cubic, biquadratic and so on, right. So, whenever quadratic means this format should be there. What is the meaning of this? Meaning of this equation x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 if I will write maximum 2 roots we will get, let it be alpha and beta are the roots. So, maximum 2 roots will be there, right. It is not that always 2 will be there, sometimes 1 will be also there, repeated roots we call it, right. Sometimes it is repeated roots also. Now, question is how to calculate roots of this quadratic equation. So, many methods are there. Which are the methods do you know? First you have to calculate discriminant and then roots will be nothing but equal to, I can write minus b plus minus root d divided by 2a. What is d here? D is equal to b square minus 4ac. Yes or no? So, if quadratic equation is there, maximum 2 roots will be there, and what are those roots? Roots are nothing but minus b plus minus root d, correct, divided by 2a. Now, if d is equal to 0, I am writing, if d is equal to 0, then what will be the roots? D is equal to 0 means minus b by 2a, correct. Both the roots will be same, because plus and minus 0 means 0 only. So, minus b by 2a. We call it repeated roots are there. Whenever d is equal to 0, roots will be repeated. So, write down here, roots are repeated roots. Repeated roots. Next, if d is greater than 0, no, what are the roots you will get? 2 roots you will get, alpha and beta, right. So, I will be writing that in the next page. First you copy this much. Now, from here I will be writing, so this I will write all together next page. This much you copy and then we will move to the next. Right, maybe you know the splitting the middle term also, right, that is another method to calculate this question. No, anyone, like this method is more general, and then is splitting the middle term, that is another method to calculate the roots. Should I move to the next slide? Done? Done? Next you write down. So, after that I will be writing. So, what is the roots? So, always you remember that roots is nothing but minus b plus root d divided by 2a, and the second root will be minus b minus root d divided by 2a. Now, if d is equal to 0, then what is the roots? First root will be minus b by 2a, and the second root will be also minus b by 2a. So, alpha and beta is same, right? We called it repeated roots. What is the meaning of the repeated roots? If you draw the graph, no, this type of curve you will get. Let it be, this is the graph. So, curve will be like this. At this point, this is the meaning of roots, right? Alpha and beta both will be same. How much it is? Minus b by 2a. One root is there and both the roots are repeated. Second I will be writing. Let it be second case is if d is greater than 0 is there, then alpha will be minus b plus root d divided by 2a, and here beta will be minus b minus root d divided by 2a. Definitely both values are different, right? So which kind of roots you will get? Two roots you will be there. Let it be like this type of roots. Let it be alpha is the lower root, beta is the greater one. Lesser root, greater. Alpha, beta, two roots will be there. If d is less than 0, then what will be the roots? If d is less than 0, so I will be writing. So here you write distinct root. This we will say this is equal roots and this is distinct root. If d is less than 0, then what you will get? If d is less than 0, then roots will be, d is less than 0 means no real roots will be there. Why not real roots? Because inside some negative value doesn't exist in real number, right? That's why the next chapter is complex number. So from here only that next chapter comes. Since here roots are not there, what does this mean? No real solution is there. It doesn't mean like no real roots are there. Definitely the graph of this will be like this. It won't intersect x-axis. How will be the graph? Graph will be like this. This curve will not intersect x-axis. I hope you are getting. Yes or no? Copy fast. So no real roots means, or you can say complex root will be there. Complex. So this complex root we will understand in the complex number. First we have to understand these many roots, and then we will move to the complex root, right? So as of now I taught you that if quadratic equation is there, how the roots can be calculated and what is the meaning of that, right? If d is 0 means equal roots, d is less than 0 means no real roots, d greater than 0 means two distinct root will be there, means two different point it will intersect the x-axis. Here it won't intersect x-axis. But all these will be valid, whatever assumptions I am taking. What quadratic equation we had taken? Quadratic equation was like this: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right? Alpha, beta are the roots. So here no, one assumptions we had taken that that leading coefficient should be positive, and then we are concluding all these things. If leading coefficient positive, no, it will open towards positive direction of y-axis. Because with that particular a, everything will be getting decided. That's why the name is leading coefficient. X square is there, right? So this is leading coefficient. Based on this, sign of this will be getting decided, right? What if a is less than 0? That I will be writing. Should I write? So now, so just see, as of now what you have to remember, you should just remember like this. Any quadratic equation I am writing, let it be x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Two roots will be there, right? So from here I will be writing two type case. First case, a is greater than 0. The second case is a is less than 0. A is greater than 0 means two distinct root will be there, correct? So here what, after that what I will be writing? If a greater than 0, no, based on the d you calculate, d is equal to 0. Which kind of root it will be? D greater than 0 means alpha will be minus b by 2a, and beta is equal to beta also, right? Both roots will be same. And if a is greater than 0, no, the curve will be like this: y-axis, x-axis. Second one is if d is greater than 0, alpha will be minus b plus root d divided by 2a, and beta will be minus b minus root d divided by 2a. Two distinct root will be there. Let it be like this: y-axis, x-axis. Here alpha, here beta, correct? Third I will be writing, if d is less than 0, no real roots. I am just copying whatever you had written like this: y-axis, x-axis, correct? If a is positive means the curve will be open towards y-axis. What if a is less than 0? A is less than 0, same roots will be there, but the graph will be downward. So first case I will be writing, if d is 0, roots are repeated, right? But the diagram will be little like this. What is the roots? Alpha and beta is equal to minus b by 2a. Both are same, but it is downward. Second I will be writing, if d is greater than 0, then definitely two distinct roots will be there. Let it be alpha, let it be beta. So y-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, correct? If d is less than 0, then which kind of graph you will be getting? X-axis, y-axis, no roots are there, but downward. Why downward? Because leading coefficient is less than 0. Less than 0 means downward. In downward, which case? This case, this case, this case, right? So 6 cases there, you can think like that. This is first 3 case, this is second 3 case. I hope you are able to understand what I am trying to explain. Now I will write some questions, you have to tell me which case it is, and then you will be you have to tell me that what is the vertex and all. Sometimes no, they will be asking you to calculate this vertex. Let it be this point, they will be asking you to write. Correct? So what is this coordinate? Do you remember? Minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a. Do you know this thing? If they are asking you to calculate the vertex of this parabola will be minus b by 2a comma minus d. Anywhere it is valid. Here also valid, here also valid, here also valid, here also. So sometimes they will be asking what is the maximum value to this parabola. This is the maximum value, right? How much it is? Y coordinate of that minus d by 4a. So this is the maximum value, y max. Sometimes they will be asking what is the range. Range means maximum value to the minimum, right? So range of this parabola will be minus d by 4a to plus minus infinity. What is the range to this parabola? If I will ask you what is the range to this parabola, then how much you will be saying? This is this value and all positive sides. So how much it should be? Minus d by 4a comma plus infinity. Can I write like this? Minus d by 4a minus d by 4a to plus infinity. Minus d by 4a to plus infinity. For this, how much it will be? Since d is 0, so d by 4a is nothing but 0, right? That is why 0 to plus infinity. D is 0, right? If you put d 0, then how much you will get? 0. So that coordinate is nothing but 0. So always you remember minus b by 2a is the x coordinate of the vertex, minus d by 4a is called y coordinate of the vertex. If they are asking you x coordinate, you can give. If they are asking y coordinate, you can give. Yes or no? Any confusion as of now? No, no? Should we solve one question like that? Right? I will give any one of the equation. Based on A, you decide whether this 3 case is there or that 3 case is there. After that, D you calculate. By D, you will be able to decide which case it is. Based on that, you can write the vertex. If they are asking vertex, you can say. Range also they can ask. Your range you can say. I will write one question. Huh? Shall I start? Right. Copying. Done, no? Write down. Right. Find first nature of the roots. Nature of roots. Second, vertex of vertex. Third, range. Of a quadratic equation like this, x square plus x square minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0, plus 3 is equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation. Of this quadratic equation, you have to tell me what is the nature of the roots, what is the vertex, what is the range. Nature of the roots means whether 0 roots, 2 roots, 1 root. That is the meaning of nature of the roots. So what I will be writing, I will compare with our normal quadratic equation. What is the normal? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So from here what you can say? What is A? A is 1, b is minus 4, c is 3. Yes or no? Because plus b is there is equal to minus 4. So from here d you calculate. How much is d? B square minus 4ac. B square means minus 4 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 3. 16 minus 12. How much it is? 4. Is it greater than 0 or less than 0? Greater than 0. So greater than 0 means how many roots will be there? 2 distinct roots will be there. Yes or no? 2 distinct roots will be there. Now what is A? A is greater than 0 or less than 0? So first you think that okay, A is greater than 0 means 3 cases will be there. Either this case will be there or this case will be there or this case will be there. So this is D should be 0, this is D should be greater than 0 and this is D should be less than 0. As of now we have D greater than 0, right? means definitely this case it is. So, what is the nature of the root? So, I will be writing first nature of the roots is two distinct root. What will be that? Can I say two distinct root? Yes or no? Sometimes I will ask what are those roots? Roots you tell me, how to calculate the roots? So, how to calculate roots of this? Minus b plus minus root d divided by 2a, correct? So, minus of 4 plus minus root 4 divided by 2 into 1. So, 4 plus minus 2 divided by 2. So, how many values will be there? Here 2 values will be there, 4 plus 2 divided by 2, 4 minus 2 divided by 2. Okay, this is 6, 3, this is 1. So, two roots are there. Which are the roots? 1 and 3. So, this particular value is 1, this particular value is 3. Definitely this is not the answer, this is not the answer. Is it clear, understood? What is the meaning of nature of the root? Two distinct roots. What are those roots? If they are asking 1 and 3. Second, vertex you tell me. So, this vertex they are talking, right? How to write the vertex? This vertex they are talking, let it be. So, this vertex will be always minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a, and it is valid for any type of quadratic equation, a positive, negative, does not matter, minus b by. So, vertex if I will be writing minus, what is b value? Minus 4 divided by 2 into 1 comma minus d, how much is the d? D it is 4 divided by 4 into 1, correct? If you solve, how much it is? Minus minus plus, how much it should be? 2, no? 2 comma minus 1. Yes, definitely it should be below x axis. So, this is minus 1. So, this particular point is nothing but 0 comma minus 1. Correct? If I am asking range, what will be the range? Means set of value of y we want. So, range is y minimum. What is the y minimum value? Minus 1. That is the minimum value, right? All values are above y axis. So, sometimes they will be asking right this also, range will be written like that, minus 1 to plus infinity. That is another way of writing. Range of this particular equation is minus 1 to plus infinity. Minimum value of that is minus 1. All y values are plus, right? Because this graph will be like this, no, right? Minus 1 to plus infinity, plus side it can go anywhere, right? Big parabola, let it be like this, right? Minimum is minus 1 and all will be going above. Is it clear? Now, the last one you tell me range. Oh, that range already I had calculated. No, range will be how much? Minus 1 to plus infinity. Done? So, this many information, any one of the information they can ask you in your exam. Is it clear, understood? Any confusion in any one of that topic, please tell me. I will repeat same thing for 2-3 more questions we will be solving, so that you should be able to write. Where were you? Huh? Slept. Yes, tell me what one. Why alternate day are you coming? Yesterday you were not there, no? Understood, Abhishek? Understood? Now, I will write one more question. You should be able to solve that. Should I write? Same thing, write down find nature of the roots, vertex, range of the quadratic equation. Here I am just changing the quadratic equation. What is the new quadratic equation? So, here I am writing that new quadratic equation. Question is same. So, quadratic equation will be, so I am writing like this. Let it be, we have x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Solve. X square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. First, what you have to do? A, B, C value you see, based on that D you calculate, correct? Then you will get the rough idea of curve. Once you will get rough idea of the curve, then you can write all these values, nature, vertex, range. Vertex is minus b by 2a. Which one? Range. I'll explain. Just copy it. I'll erase this. So, I'll erase this part. Just see how to calculate the range. So, as of now what we got? We got the roots, right? What are the roots we are having? So, we have two roots. So, I will be writing, let it be alpha is 1 and beta is 3, right? These two are the roots we got, no? Correct? So, what will be the rough diagram of this? So, yes, one quadratic equation is there. Let it be, this is the quadratic equation, y versus x graph it is, correct? So, if I will draw, let it be with this is that point we have, this is the vertex, yes or no? What is the coordinate of that vertex? Coordinate of this vertex will be minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a. Substitute this value. Minus of minus 4 divided by 2 comma, here how much it is? 4 divided by 4 into 1. So, what is this? This will be 2 comma minus 1, right? Meaning is x coordinate of that will be 2 and y coordinate of that will be minus 1. Then only you can write minus 1 comma 2. Now, range means set of y value. So, set of y value. So, y value is varying from, this is the minimum y value, right? Here for any particular x, y is there, any particular x, y is there, for any particular x, y is there. So, these are y values you will get. For any value of x you are substituting, all these are the y values. So, range is nothing but set of y values, right. So, what is the range? That is why the range I wrote minus 1 to plus infinity, minus 1 is the minimum, other than that all maximum value you can get, right. So, there is no limitation on the maximum value, but limitations on the minimum value is there. Is it clear, understood? Now, should I solve this one? Did you get all the answers? Just say the last question I am solving. So, how to write? Please tell me the equation. We have x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, right? So, if I compare with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, a is 1, b is 5 and c is 6. What is d? b square minus 4ac. 5 square minus 4 into 1 into 6, 25 minus 24, 1. Correct? So, d is also greater than 0, a is also greater than 0. If both conditions are there, definitely which two distinct roots you will get, right? So, first, so now if a is greater than 0, this case is possible, this case is possible, or this case is possible. This is d 0, this is d greater than 0, d less than 0, definitely this case is there, right? So, nature of the roots is nothing but the second case it is. So, what is the second this? So, two distinct root you will get. So, can I write two distinct root? Two distinct roots are there, correct? Now, second question. So, from here after that if I will be solving, what I will be writing? So, next question is what is the roots? We got to know. So, roots will be minus b plus minus root d divided by 2a minus b, b is how much? 5. Root under d, d is 1 divided by 2 into 1, 1 no. So, minus 5 plus minus 1 divided by 2. So, two values will be there, minus 5 plus 1 by 2 and minus 5 minus 1 by 2. Minus 4, minus 2, minus 3. Oh, two roots are there, both roots are negative, no problem. Roots are there, roots are negative. So, exact diagram if I will draw, no, this is the exact diagram you will get. Sorry, this diagram will be, both roots are negative like this. One is minus 1, one is minus 2 and minus 3. Correct? Same way you will be writing this. This particular point you tell me minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a. Calculate that. Calculate that value. So, vertex if I want, vertex will be minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a. Values will be how much? Minus b is 5, minus 5 divided by 2 comma minus d divided by 4. Am I right? So, what is this value? Minus 1 by 4, y value, and all positive values are possible. So, range of this will be minus of 1 by 4 to plus infinity. This is the answer. I hope you are getting. Minus 1 by 4 to plus infinity is the correct. Done? Now, I will write little bit about complex root. So, before that I will be teaching you complex number and then we will solve little bit complex root. Should I start? Done? Write down. Write down one complex number. Now I am starting. Complex number. Just see what is the meaning of complex number. One term will come iota here. In short, I will be writing I, and what is the value of this? Value of this will be root under minus 1. Correct? So, whenever I is there iota, immediately you think that iota is nothing but root under minus 1. What is this iota? This iota is called imaginary values, right? So, for example, if you have root under minus 5, so what you can say? Root under minus 1 into 5, yes or no? So, this can be written as root under minus 1, root under 5. What is root under minus 1? I. So, I root 5 will be the value. Understood? For example, if you have, let it be root under minus 5, root under minus 6, what should I write? Should I write root under minus 5 into minus 6? So, root under 30. Should I write like this? No, it is wrong. If you are writing like this, it is wrong. If A and B is positive, then only you can write like this. So, if you are writing like this A into B, both should be positive. Root A and root B you can write. If both are positive or if any one of that is negative, then also you can write. So, why we are not able to write? Because this if I will be writing, I will write like this root under minus 1, root under 5, root under minus 1, root under 6. Root under I, this is nothing but I, right? I, root under 5, this is also I. So, can I write like this? See, I into I, and here root under 5 into 6, both are positive, then we can write like this. This is I square root 30. How much it is? I square. If I is this, I square will be, if you square both sides, what you will get? Minus 1. Normally in real number, if you are squaring anything, positive number we are getting, right? That is why it is a complex. Even if you square, negative number you will get. So, this is root under minus 30. This is the difference. I hope you understood how to treat if root under minus something is there. Root under minus 1 you write, that you write as I, rest you write as a real number, whichever number you want to write. Is it clear, understood? Now why I am copy that, all this information you copy, very important information. Why I am writing all these things? Because if d is less than 0, so root under minus d you will get, right? Root under minus d you will get. In that case, you will be getting less, like this you have to treat. Huh? IOTA, that is the scientist name who gave it, iota. In short, I will be writing I. Done, done. Done. We will see how we can utilize this in the in quadratic equation, right. So, when we will be writing this type of roots in quadratic equation, when d is less than 0, yes or no, write down, find the same question. Find first nature of the roots. Find nature of roots. Second, find nature of the roots. Second, what was the question? Vertex. In third, range of a quadratic equation. Equation is like this, x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. X square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, now quadratic equation is there. What is A, B, C? A is 1, B is 1, C is 1. Correct? So, if A is greater than 0 means any one first 3 case it will be. D will give you the correct answer. So, D you calculate first. So, if you compare with the quadratic equation, what will be the quadratic equation? I can compare ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So, A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1. Immediately you calculate D also, b square minus 4ac. How much it is? 4 into 1 into 1. Can I write minus 3? Normally we were getting positive, right? So, what I will be writing, since A is greater than 0, A is greater than 0 and D is less than 0, which case it will be? Not ulta, why ulta? A is positive, right? A will decide whether it is up or down, not D. D will decide whether it is intersecting x axis or not. Yes or no? So, A is positive, so up. D is less than 0 means there is no intersection, real intersection is not there. Understood? So, what is the nature of the roots? Imaginary roots, right? What is the spelling? I-M-A-G-I, imaginary roots. Correct? Now, if I want to calculate roots, then how to calculate the roots? So, here I will be calculating the roots. Just see how to calculate the roots. Minus b plus minus root d divided by 2a, correct? Minus 1 plus minus root under minus 3 divided by 2. Now, do you know how to handle this root under minus 3? Root under minus 3, how to handle that root under minus 3? Just now I wrote root under minus 1 root under 3 divide by 2, yes or no? Minus 1, okay, root under minus 1 can be written as I root 3 divide by 2. So, 2 roots are there, right? What is the first root? Minus 1 root 3 I divide by 2, and this is minus 1 root 3 I divide by 2. Actually, we call it, this is omega, this is omega square, if you know. Omega square, these are the specific name. Omega is this, omega square is this. If you square no this, you will get. Correct? So, D is less than 0 means it will not intersect here. So, if it is not intersecting means imaginary. Now, what is the vertex? So, this we got, right? Okay, vertex we need. So, if they are asking roots of this equation, this is the roots, minus 1 plus root 3 I by 2 minus 1 minus root 3 I by 2. We called it imaginary roots. Why imaginary? Because I is coming. In real number, you will not get root under minus 3. Correct? So, imaginary roots means it is not intersecting x axis. Now, vertex you tell me, how to write vertex? Vertex will be minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a. So, how much it is? Minus b minus 1 by 2 comma minus of minus 3 divided by 4. How much it is? Minus 1 comma 3 by 4. Okay, the minimum value of y is, y minimum will be 3 by 4. All positive side is the answer. So, range is 3 by 4 to plus infinity. Is it clear? Any confusion? Yes, every time we will be using the same formula irrespective of D. Irrespective of D, you should calculate all same formulas. Don't disturb this, huh?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, for every quadratic equation, the first root of quadratic equation will be square of second root.
No, not all. For a this type of roots, imaginary roots. Correct. I mean, in this question, suppose other question if I will give, maybe that is not. This one is like that, means that root will be square of this. It's not any imaginary roots. We will give one question like that. Done, understood? Should I write one more question? For this particular specific question, if this type of roots is there, this type of equation omega and omega square will be there. So, these two quantities are square of each other. It's not every one. I will write one more question, write down. Same thing, just I am writing the quadratic equation. What is the quadratic equation? I will write here. Quadratic equation will be, let it be like this, you have minus 2x square plus x plus 5 minus 5 minus 2x square plus x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now, you tell me how to, what all these three informations you calculate one by one. What is A? Minus 2. B? C? Correct. D? Correct. Meaning is minus you will get. Should I solve? Diagram you draw? Done? Imaginary, correct. Means it will not cut in x axis, and A is less than 0. No, you will get the clarity about the questions. Rough diagram you can draw, no? Why you are sitting there ideally? Come, front. Don't want? You also come in front. Take that chair and come here. You be there. Done. Should I solve? Got? No. Just I am solving, just match the answers. So from here I will write A is minus 2, B is 1 and C is minus 5. Correct? So D I will calculate B square minus 4 AC. 1 minus 4 into minus 2 into minus 5. How much it is? 4 2 is 8, 40 minus 39, right? Yes or no? So A is also less than 0, D is also less than 0. So A is less than 0 means like this, right? This is the actual diagram, because D is less than 0 means no real roots are there. This curve will not cut x axis. After that, what are the roots then? So roots, if I will be calculating, minus B plus minus root D divided by 2A minus B 1 plus minus root of minus 39 by 2 into minus 2 minus 1 plus minus root under minus 1 root under 39 divided by minus 4. So plus minus I root 39 by 4. Correct? This what you can write, plus I root 39 by 4, and this is minus I root 39 by minus 4. Minus, no? Correct? These two. Now we can't say this is omega and omega square. These are different roots. Understood? I hope you are getting. All the vertex and all you can write, right? Fine. Now this is all about the quadratic equation. This much you should know. Now we will move to the complex number. Most important topic is complex number, not the quadratic equation, right? So every year you will get one question at least from the complex number. Done? Write down. Put the heading complex number. Complex number. Put the heading complex number. Shall I write? Just see what is the meaning of complex number. If I am writing the representation of complex number will be Z. Z is equal to A plus iota B will be there. So Z is equal to A will be there, iota with B will be there. So we write like this. Z is equal to Re of Z plus iota Im of Z. Have you heard the term Re? What is the meaning of Re? So Re of Z means we called it real part of complex number. Real part of Z. Z means complex number. What is Im of Z? Imaginary part of Z. Correct? So the term which is associated with iota is called imaginary part. The term which is independent of iota is called real part of Z. Correct? What is iota? The same iota that we taught. What was the iota? So iota is nothing but root under minus 1. What is iota square? Minus 1. This is iota. Correct? So now Z is equal to, whenever I will be writing Z is equal to A plus iota B, immediately you understand, since iota is there, so it is not a real number. What is this? Complex number, right? Why? Because I is a imaginary number. So a number which is associated with real part, with iota, with imaginary part, so it is called complex part, right? Because real number, how we will be writing? X we will be writing 2, right? So any number like this, 2 plus 3 iota, it is not x, it is z. Why? Iota is there. So real part with imaginary part is this. Now you tell me which number will be bigger, real number will be bigger or imaginary number will be bigger? Because all real number can be associated with imaginary. Just see, iota into 0 I can write, right? 0 into iota. So all real number can be associated. So complex number is a big quantity. In that, small part is real number. Yes or no? So all real number can be associated as complex number. Should I repeat? Just say real number, how we will be writing real number? As of now, you know 5 is a real number. What is complex number? Z, not 5. 5 plus 3 iota, something should be complex number. With iota, something should be there. Here iota is not there. If I want to implement 0 into iota, I can write, no. I can make real number as a complex number, but you can't make complex number as a real number. Is it clear? So complex number is a big number. Inside that somewhere real number will be there. So all complex number can't be real number, but all real number can be complex number. Is it clear? Understood? So if I will be writing, let it be Z, you have like this, 1 plus 2 iota. What is the real part of the complex number? So Re of Z is called real part. How much it is? 1. What is Im of Z? Im means imaginary part of Z. The term associated with iota is called imaginary part of that. Is it clear? Understood? Any confusion here? Now, a little bit about this we will be talking. So put the heading, small heading you put, integral power of iota. Integral power of iota. Integral power of iota. Iota means I. Integral power of iota, I. Shall I start? Just see how to write. What panas? Should I start? Just see here. I, what is I? Root under minus 1, correct? What is I square? Integral power means what? Start increasing the power of I. 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. What is I square? So this is nothing but minus 1 to the power 1 by 2. If you square it, minus 1. What is I cube? Can I write like this? I square into I. I square is nothing but minus 1 into I. Oh, minus I can write. Correct? What is I to the power 4 then? It can be I square in the whole square. What is I square? Minus 1 the whole square. So that is nothing but 1. Yes or no? So I you remember like this, root under minus 1, and then all you try to write in terms of I. So I square is minus 1. Yes, I square is a real number. Fine. I cube is minus I to the power 4 is 1. So now I to the power 4 is 1, right? This you keep in mind that if bigger power is there, now I will try to make it in the form of 4. Because I to the power 4 is 1 and 1 multiple of any number will be 1 itself. For example, if you have, let it be I to the power 15. So now we can't solve each number, right? But we know that I to the power 4 is going to be 1. So how I will be solving then? I to the power 4 how many time I to the power 4? 4 3s are 12. 3 times you can do like this. I to the power 4 into I to the power 3. If base is same, power you can add, right? So you just always you try to convert in terms of 4, 4, 4. Why? If you convert in terms of 4, I to the power 4 is nothing but 1, 1, 1. Only I cube will be there, right? So this can be written as like this, I to the power 3 into 4. Just see, 3 into 4 plus 3. Can I write like this? So this value is nothing but this value is going to be 1. So 1 into 1 into 1 into I cube minus I, not minus 1, minus I. So I to the power 15 is nothing but minus I. So always you should give the answer in terms of plus I, minus I, 1. Correct? In this 3 format you should give. This is called integral power of iota. So first 4 you remember and then you solve this one. Let it be you have I to the power 100. Tell me what will be the answer in terms of I minus I 1. 1 or minus 1 plus 1. So you just think that I to the power 4, how many you can write? So 4 you divide, no 100. It is completely divisible. Yes or no? If it is completely divisible means I can write like this. I to the power, so you always you do just like this. If you have 100 divided by 4, yes, it is completely divisible, right? So this can be written as I to the power 4, I to the power 4. How many times? 25 times I can write. Base is same, power I can write. Or maths we can apply I to the power 4 to the power 25, same. 25 into 4 is 100. How much it will be? 1 to the power 25 plus 1. Very simple. Correct? Now third one. You write 1 by I to the power, let it be 31. Now you tell me. It is independent whether it is denominator or numerator. You solve as it is. You just see that how many I you can write to the power 4. 1 by 1 by minus I. And if you have I square as minus 1, can I write from here? Just say I square, I into I is equal to minus 1. Can I write? I is nothing but minus 1 by I. Or 1 by I, what you can write? Minus I is nothing but 1 by I. Yes or no? So 1 by I is nothing but minus I. Minus you multiply, both sides I am multiplying minus. So if it is in the denominator, no need to worry. You just calculate I to the power 4. How many times you can go? If you divide 8 times, right? 8 4s are 32. No. 7 times. So 7 4s are 28 plus 3. Yes or no? This can be written as 1 by I to the power 4 to the power 7 into I cube. Because if it is plus, product I can write. This is nothing but 1 I cube it will be. How much it is? 1 by minus I. And what is 1 by minus I? Minus 1 by I is nothing but I. Is it clear? Yes or no? 1 by I is nothing but minus I, minus and minus will become plus. Whether it is in the numerator, whether it is in the denominator, irrespective of that. Correct? This is called integral powers. One note point you write down is very important. Just see here, I will try to add like this, I to the power 1, I square, I to the power 3, I to the power 4. How much it will be? 0 it will be, just check. I minus 1, this is minus I, this is plus 1, right? I gets cancelled, 1 gets cancelled. Yes or no? So I can say like this, sum of any first 4 consecutive term number of I to the power will be 0 always. Correct? So I square, I cube, I to the power 4. It's not only I to the power, let it be, will start from 15, 16, 17, 18. 4 consecutive power if you have, it is going to be 0. Second one, so this is first property. Second one I am writing here. Let it be you have I to the power 10, I to the power 11, I to the power 12, I to the power 13. What you can take common? I to the power 10 I can take common. So this will be 1 plus I square plus I cube. Yes or no? Oh, this is nothing but what you can write, I to the power 10, summation of this is 0. So, since this is 0, product of that. So, any 4 consecutive number if you have, irrespective of this and that, any 4 consecutive number like 10, 11, 12, 13, 100, 101, 102, 103, 4 consecutive power of iota, summation of that is going to be 0 always. I hope you are getting. So, whenever big number is there, no, you just try to write in terms of 4, 4 into how many times plus minus, right, 4 into the integral plus minus. So, 4 power is 1, so 4 terms will be 1, only the last power will be remaining, that is called integral power of iota. Next, should I move to the next slide? Done, no? Write down next. Now, we will start the normal complex number. So, write down, let Z1 A1 plus iota B1, Z2 A2 plus iota B2, 2 complex number is there. Z1 is this, Z2 is this. Suppose I want to add both the complex number. So, let it be that is another complex number if you will add these 2 complex number. How to add 2 complex number? Z1 plus Z2, right. So, if you want to add 2 complex number, A1 plus iota B1 plus A2 plus iota B2. What is the addition of this? A1 plus A2 plus iota B1 plus B2. Meaning is, if you want to add the complex number, no, you should add real number with real number, imaginary number with imaginary number, right. That is why I added A1 plus A2, B1 plus B2, iota I took together. So, if you want to add 2 complex number, you should add real part with real part, imaginary part with imaginary part. Second, suppose I want to subtract 2 complex number. How to subtract? Z1 minus Z2. How to subtract? A1 plus iota B1 minus A1 minus iota B1. What I will get? A2, no? A1 minus A2 plus iota B1 minus B2. Same thing. If you are adding, add real with real. If you are subtracting, subtract real with real, imaginary with imaginary. Third, suppose I want to multiply 2 complex number. How to multiply 2 complex number? Z1 into Z2, I want to multiply like this, A1 plus iota B1, here A2 plus iota B2. How to multiply? With A1 you should multiply A2 plus iota B2, iota B1 you should multiply A2 plus iota B2. One term each, right? With A1 I should multiply, with iota B I should multiply. So, here you will get A1 A2 plus iota A1 B2 plus iota B1 A2 plus iota square B1 B2. A1 A2, iota if you take common A1 B2, B1 A2. I square is how much? Minus 1, right? I square is a real number. I square, whenever you are getting I square, immediately you write minus 1. So, real part of this will be A1 A2 minus B1 B2 plus I. Here it is A1 B2 plus B1 A2. This is real part of the complex number, this is imaginary part of the complex number. When if you multiply these 2 complex number, Z1 into Z2. Yes or no? Am I fast? This you might have studied, right? It is very easy, straightforward. Add, subtract, multiply. Division 1 I will be teaching you, that is more important. So, in the exam division 1 will might come, Z1, Z2 will be there, division of that will be, they will be asking you to calculate. calculate. If Z1 is equal to 2 plus 3 iota, Z2 is equal to minus 1 plus 4 iota, calculate, find Z1 plus Z2, Z1 minus Z2, Z1 into Z2. What is the answer? Z1 plus Z2. 2 minus 1 plus iota 3 plus 4, right? 1 plus 7 iota. Yes or no? Subtract it. If you subtract 2 plus 1, 3 minus iota. 3 minus iota. Are you getting? Now multiply it. Very carefully you should multiply. How much?
9 plus 7
I should solve. You try first, if not then I will solve.
plus 5 iota.
Hmm?
Minus 14 plus 5 iota.
Done? Understood? Okay, fine. So today we will not be able to complete. Tomorrow I will complete this part, right? From here I will start. So I am giving you some homework. You write it down. What you have to do? You have to divide all this complex number. Z1 is there. Let it be 2 plus 3 iota, and Z2 is there. 1 plus I square plus 4I. Find. Same thing. Z1 plus Z2, Z1 minus Z2, Z1 into Z2, Z1 divided by Z2, fifth one Z2 divided by Z1, sixth one 2Z1 plus 3Z2. Solve all these questions. Next class I will conduct